Grace and peace for you that are listening to me. Thanks a lot for tuning in and connecting so that we can make this Bible study together. I would like to ask you to subscribe and give a like in this channel so that it can grow each time more. Today our theme is the loving rebuke. Our Bible verse is in Proverbs 15, verses 31, 32, and 33. The ear that hears the rebukes of life will abide among the wise. He who disdains instruction despises his own soul, but he who heeds rebuke gets understanding. The fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility. So here, what are we talking about today is the loving rebuke, okay? Rebuke is a correction. Rebuke is a call of attention, calling someone's attention for something, or telling them that they're doing something wrong, or instructing them in the correct path. Today, what we are talking about is about rebuke. Although the Bible verse, it does talk about behavior, right? Like how we should behave, like be ready to listen, and don't be arrogant, don't be stuck up, right? Because before honor comes humility. And also for you to be a person that is open to listen what other people have to say, even though you are wrong, even though in complicated situations, right? So be ready to listen and also be ready to speak. Now, what can happen is when you as a Christian are going to correct someone, this rebuke, it must be in a loving manner. It should be in a manner that this person will be able to analyze what they did, what was the cause that they did that was wrong, and not just punish a person for something that they did and they don't know why they were punished. You see, that's not the way that God teaches us, and it is not the way, not even human beings don't act that way. Today we have a jailing system that it works, the penitentiary system, it works as a social rebound, right? So that the individual that committed some type of crime, he will re-socialize. He will be able to analyze and see what he did wrong and change the seed of the attitude. So it takes time, and that's the reason that they stay so much time in jail. But not always does that happen in that way. But the objective is for re-socialization. The same way that a rebuke should be made by a Christian person, by a Christian parent, by a Christian teacher, by a Christian leader, in whatever kind it is. You see, you should be loving. Your attitude should be a loving attitude. Of course, it can happen that that you yourself, you can get mad at the time that it's happening, that you're correcting your son, your student, your coworker. Just that you have to internalize the love of Christ. You have to understand that that person is committing a mistake out of ignorance. Now, if you see that a person, after you're correcting them, they want to continue in that same mistake, like a stubborn person, then what you should do is, it all depends also. If you're at your house talking to your son, you should correct him with a good whipping, okay, a good correction, because the Bible says that you should do that. And after, explain it to him. If you're at work and you're explaining to your employee how he should proceed and still he doesn't, then you should tell him again and again, but you shouldn't scream, you shouldn't humiliate him. But if that doesn't work out, then fire and call someone else. If you're with your friends and you have to rebuke them, then you just say it in a polite manner. And if you have to continue in that same rebuke, then then you should reanalyze how important this friendship is for you. See, so in every situation, you should know how to proceed because it's not going to be the same way. Just that the main point is for you not to lose your what we today is very much easier for us to understand is for you not to lose your peace of soul, your serenity. You're not supposed to lose that. You should maintain yourself calm and maintain yourself in integrity. You stay mad at someone, you're correcting, you're going to rebuke someone, you're going to correct someone, you correct them. Then sometimes it can happen that that person, they don't accept your correction, and they might say that you're not right, or they might play dumb. Okay, in any way, you shouldn't, you yourself, you can't get, you shouldn't, you should work for, you should try to make yourself become a person that does not lose their patience, that does not lose their happiness, their inner peace. You can even exalt your voice, speak in a higher tone, but inside your heart not have that violence, that terrible anger. And if you do, doesn't mean that you're going to hell. No, it doesn't mean that either. If you do, but then you understand that that is not correct and you want to change, oh, my friend, this is a great moment in your life. This is a moment where you're like you see that you're in a determined manner, in a determined behavior, and you want to change. You want to change that behavior because you understand that that is not what you want to be of your life, and that is not what is coherent with a Christian life. So if you're a person that when you rebuke others and they don't accept it, if you end up blowing up and becoming a very angry person, then you should ask God for him to help you during this process. My name is Bertrand Aaron, and I hope this video has been a blessing for your life.